Drones have helped archaeologists uncover a 1,000-year-old village right here in New Mexico.
Drones are more than just buzzing machines in the skies. They are the best gadget for modern-day daring adventurers. And every single day we come across new and interesting things, accidentally filmed by drone cameras. From archaeological treasures to beautiful natural wonders, here are the 15 most incredible discoveries made by drones. Number 1. Drones spotted this door on a mountain and found something amazing. In the Black Sea area of Turkey, there is a spectacular mountain range that draws everyone's attention. However, our attention today is drawn to a special mountain that conceals a shocking secret entrance. This door is known as the Kapilakaya Rock Tomb, which translates literally as rock with a door. When you look at it, you get a sense of antiquity and mystery. This lonely door sits alone among the full expanse of mountains in this range, hiding under the difficult terrain approximately 27 kilometers north of Coram province. This rock tomb dates back to the Hellenistic period. However, there are historical tales indicating a connection to the 2nd century, such as the enigmatic inscription on the entrance that simply says Ikasios. The function or origin of the door remains a mystery to the people. Legends and rumors have spun tales around this mysterious entrance. Some think it was previously a treasure trove that was subsequently looted by bandits, leaving the tomb empty. Others tell stories of a door that leads to undiscovered regions, a passage to another world. These legends, passed down from generation to generation, add to the mystery surrounding the Kapilakaya tomb. Despite the mystery of the entrance, the tomb has not revealed all of its mysteries. Archaeological excavations and explorations have uncovered a network of rooms and tunnels within the rock structure. The walls are adorned with intricate carvings, symbols, and inscriptions that allude to the beliefs and habits of the ancient society that built the tomb. Number 2. The mysterious island people. North Sentinel Island, located in India's Andaman and Nicobar Islands, has piqued the interest of people all over the world, owing to its remote and pristine nature. The Sentinelese, one of the world's few remaining uncontacted tribes, live on the island. North Sentinel Island is a unique and fascinating area since the Sentinelese have vehemently rejected all efforts at contact. Due to the Sentinelese's hatred towards outsiders, the Indian government has imposed tight restrictions, making any approach to the island or interaction with its residents unlawful. As a result, the island is mainly unknown and unexplored. For thousands of years, the Sentinelese people have lived on this secluded island, retaining their traditional way of life and preserving their own culture. While little is known about the Sentinelese, advances in drone technology have allowed us insights into their everyday lives, as well as the natural splendor of the island. Drone footage and photographs provide a unique viewpoint, allowing us to watch the Sentinelese and their environment from a safe distance. Researchers and anthropologists have used drones to conduct aerial surveys, charting the island and monitoring the Sentinelese society from above. This non-intrusive method has assisted in gathering useful information on their settlements and way of life. We can see the lush forest cover, clean beaches, and the island's extraordinary biodiversity in these photographs. Number 3. The Waitomo Glowworm Caves. Waitomo Glowworm Caves in New Zealand are famous for their unique feature, glowworms. A chemical interaction between their secretions and the oxygen in the air causes these bioluminescent organisms to generate a faint light. The caverns themselves are ornamented with complex limestone formations, in addition to the mesmerizing glowworms. The name Waitomo is derived from the Maori words water and tomo, which properly describe the cave's qualities. For years, the locals had heard about these caverns. However, English surveyors led by a local set out on thorough explorations. As they descended farther into the catacombs, they were attracted by the magnificent limestone formations. Now, tourists from all over the world gather to view the treasures contained inside this remarkable underground environment. A scientific advisory council currently protects and watches over the Waitomo Glowworm Caves, assuring its preservation for future generations. There are guided tours available, allowing guests to explore the 3 separate levels of these caverns. Guides accompany you through the labyrinthine corridors, providing fascinating anecdotes and facts about the geological formations and the unique ecology sustained by the glowworms. As you enter the caverns, you will be surrounded by an unearthly atmosphere. Thousands of tiny glowworms illuminate the darkness, producing a stunningly beautiful celestial spectacle. Number 4. Apennine Colossus. The Apennine Colossus, also known as the Colosso dell'Apennino, is a remarkable sculpture that stands tall within the park of Villa Demidoff in Tuscany, Italy. This majestic work of art has captured the imagination of visitors for centuries with its imposing presence and intriguing features. The Apennine Colossus dates from the late 16th century when it was commissioned by the Grand Duke of Tuscany, Ferdinando I de' Medici. This masterwork was created by the legendary Italian sculptor Giambologna. The sculpture, which was finished in 1580, is a symbol of the majesty and grandeur of the Apennine Mountains. The Apennine Colossus is around 35 feet tall. The artwork depicts a giant reclining figure emerging from the dirt. The old appearance of the sculpture adds to its allure and authenticity, as it has stood the test of time and the elements for millennia. The Colossus is embellished with many aspects that add to its allure. The body of the figure is coated in moss and flora, blending in with its environment. Water streams from the giant's hands and mouth, depicting the Apennine Mountains' abundant springs and rivers. These water elements give the Colossus a dynamic and alive appearance, as if it were a part of the living landscape. Exploring the Colossus inside is a wonderful experience. Visitors may explore many tunnels and grottos within the sculpture's hollow body. These secret areas were historically utilized for meetings, small celebrations, and even as shelters during bad weather. The softly lighted interior gives a sense of mystery and intrigue, luring people in for a closer look. Number 5. Culver Hole. The mysterious Culver Hole is hidden among the mountainous landscapes of the Gower Peninsula. These tunnels, which are only accessible to the bravest and most daring explorers, have a renowned history involving pirates and smugglers. Legend has it that the infamous John Lucas, a daring yet brutal pirate and smuggler, operated in the 18th century from Culver Hole. If the stories are accurate, this cavern was the focus of his activities. An elaborate network of tunnels is supposed to have stretched from the salt house where Lucas and his gang planned their activities, allowing stolen goods to be moved secretly away from the eyes of the authorities. Helen Nicholas, a Gower folklore specialist and historian, describes these as suitable hiding places for thieves, giving a shelter for thieves as well as a storage site for their ill-gotten wealth. There are interesting stories of treasures being hidden within the caves themselves, adding to the legend's mystery and intrigue. Culver Hole, however, has more mysteries than its infamous reputation indicates. Its castle-like form has led some experts to conclude that it was once part of a clifftop stronghold. These researchers excitedly plunge into its depths, expecting to find prehistoric creature remains and traces of human occupancy. Number 6. Live Volcano. National Geographic explorers went on a groundbreaking effort to investigate the chaotic guts of a volcanic eruption using high-tech drones. This unique endeavor allowed them to record film and photographs that would otherwise be lethal to human researchers due to the intense temperatures of the lava. These drones faced a difficult obstacle while operating in temperatures surpassing 1,000 degrees. The severe circumstances under the volcano had already claimed numerous drones, each loss resulting in a considerable financial loss. Nonetheless, the capabilities of these modern drones were vital. Deploying sophisticated 3D technology to painstakingly map the depths of the lava pit is an unprecedented achievement. Observers may see the terrifying entryway through which high-pressure magma fiercely emerges from the volcano through the optics of durable drones. This unsettling image, suggestive of something from a mythical universe, adds to the exploration's wonder and mystery. Aside from documentation, drones provide an essential function. They allow the researchers to calculate how near they can get to the edge of the lava pit before the tremendous heat from the molten lava becomes unbearable. This vital information contributes to the formulation of safety guidelines and ensures the safety of the researchers involved in this dangerous pursuit. Embarking on such research undoubtedly requires immense bravery. The prospect of venturing into the heart of an active volcano, even remotely through drone technology, is undoubtedly a perilous undertaking. Number 7. Siberian tigers play with a drone. On a drone camera, a thrilling scenario occurred when a bunch of Siberian tigers confronted and then took down a drone. The drone was used to exercise the tigers and assist them in losing extra weight accumulated throughout the winter season. The tragedy occurred on a Siberian tiger farm in Heilongjiang province of China. The tigers mistook the drone for a possible threat or food when it arrived in their proximity, sparking their innate instincts. The overweight tigers, who had gained weight throughout the winter, sprang to challenge the strange invader. The tigers engaged in a determined pursuit, avidly chasing the drone in an attempt to bring it down. Despite their size and weight, they pursued with quickness and persistence. It was a difficult assignment, but ultimately, a juvenile tiger pounced and successfully caught the drone, bringing it to the ground triumphantly. The tigers, overjoyed with their success, pounced around the trapped drone, enthusiastically ripping it apart and causing damage. Their jubilation, however, was short-lived as the drone began to produce smoke, frightening the tigers. They walked away from the drone instinctively, fearful of the possible threat presented by the smoke. The remains of the drone were eventually recovered from the farm when the uproar subsided, protecting the safety of everybody concerned by utilizing a well-protected truck. The basic goal of the exercise had already been met, as the tigers had engaged in a stimulating activity that assisted them in losing extra weight. The video provides an intriguing look into the behavior of these gorgeous Siberian tigers. Number 8, Swiss bunker. Mountains are frequently thought to be ideal locations for hidden doorways. Today, we'll visit the Shot Flow, an abandoned bunker situated in the Swiss Alps. The name stems from the number of sheep in the region and translates to sheep hole in English. Discovering this bunker among the several mountains in the range, on the other hand, is an adventure in and of itself. But its incredible depths will also undoubtedly astound you. According to legend, the bunker was built by the Swiss Army prior to World War II. However, its original purpose is unknown. Some say it was a training facility for prospective recruits, while others claim it contained a store of weapons and supplies for emergency scenarios. The entire facility has reinforced concrete walls, solid iron doors, and even deliberately placed shot holes to assure its durability. The bunker was originally built within a natural ice cave, giving it a very different aspect than it does today. Unfortunately, the ice has long ago gone owing to the modern-day warm environment. However, this makeover has also made the bunker accessible to tourists, who may now explore its inside. Be aware of the various caution signs as you make your approach toward the entrance. These act as a reminder of the hazards that may exist therein. If you're inquisitive enough to go on your own personal exploration of this hidden gem, proceed with care. Number 9. Thousand-year-old civilization. Traces of a robust ancient Pueblo civilization that flourished some 1,000 years ago lay beneath the bleak terrain of New Mexico's harsh deserts. Archaeologist John Kantner of the University of North Florida diligently scoured the red sands for 2 decades in search of ancient religious buildings known as kivas. These circular halls, which historically served as modest sanctuaries to small family chapels, were once gathering places for Chaco community members to participate in rites and rituals, but they got buried with sand over time. Kantner used drone surveillance in conjunction with thermal imaging to identify minor temperature changes during heating and cooling cycles. The crew flew many times before sunrise when the desert temperatures were at their lowest. Every second, the 8-rotor drone took a photo of the heat patterns. Although each individual shot from the thermal camera revealed just a small portion of the ground, when combined, they formed a mosaic that revealed the area's hidden secrets. Using this novel method, the scientists discovered many kivas by identifying heat signatures beneath the desert sands. Kantner praised the technique's effectiveness, saying, "In the end, it was 2 hours of work to find something that I'd spent years trying to find." Kantner's revolutionary discoveries demonstrate the potential of drones in archaeology. Combining these airborne vehicles with laser imaging technologies such as LiDAR offers up new research opportunities. LiDAR can create high-resolution maps and reveal buried buildings that would otherwise be invisible, providing unique insights into ancient civilizations. Number 10. Mysterious crocodile. Although crocodiles have been spotted in a variety of locations, the odds of seeing one in a landlocked lake in Greece were regarded as extremely low. Greek farmers were overwhelmed with a mixture of despair and panic when a 6-foot crocodile surfaced in a man-made lake on the island of Crete. The lake, which was fed by water from local rivers, was a major resource for the population of the nearby beach town of Rethymno. However, after hearing accounts of sightings of this threatening reptile, villagers grew too afraid to visit the region. An unmanned drone flying over the lake captured video footage of the gigantic crocodile floating along the water's surface before rapidly disappearing with a flick of its tail, diving into the depths below. Aside from the villagers' rising fears, local landowners accused the monster of preying on their ducks and even lambs, raising the need for action. As a result, law enforcement blocked the entrance to the lake, essentially preventing admission until wildlife experts could safely remove the crocodile. A regional official, Vangelis Mamangakis, confessed ambiguity about the creature's period of stay in the lake, leaving the matter clouded in mystery. The presence of a free-roaming crocodile in Greece was regarded as a one-of-a-kind occurrence, attracting widespread interest. The video, a captivating record of this extraordinary occurrence, enthralled millions of people across the world on platforms such as YouTube and major television networks. Number 11, sunbathing on a wind turbine. A man's brave deed of sunbathing atop a towering 200-foot wind turbine is exposed in an incredible video shot by a drone operator. This incredible video shows a daring individual relaxing with a sun-soaked snooze atop the turbine, perfectly at peace amidst the heights and whirling blades. The unexpected image of the man resting atop the wind turbine came into view as the drone pilot captured random video footage of the city from above. The man looked to be savoring the happiest moments of his life on this unusual perch, engrossed in his blissful slumber. He looked ignorant to the possible hazards linked with his ambitious quest, holding a juice and engaged in his phone. Intrigued by this astonishing find, the drone pilot decided to approach the man in order to get a better look and unveil the daring individual's face. The drone gradually drew up on the man's position atop the wind turbine. Sensing the movement and buzzing of the drone, the guy awoke from his siesta and turned his gaze upward, determining if the drone represented a threat or was merely a harmless instrument. After a brief period of reflection, the man saw that the drone presented no risk and was only an interested bystander. He waved his hand at the drone, recognizing the enjoyment his unusual sunbathing adventure had caused for the drone operator. This astonishing occurrence demonstrates the courage and bravery of those who seek out new experiences, even if it means traveling to unusual locales. Number 12. Shark underneath surfers. Consider the terrifying and hazardous scenario of surfing on a beach while fully unaware that a gigantic great white shark is stealthily hovering nearby. A 14-year-old kid has a chance to catch this heart-stopping moment as a wildlife drone photographer while monitoring shark movements. Zach Berman went on the beach with his father with the sole goal of studying and photographing shark behavior. Zach set up his equipment and began examining the waters of the lovely green beach, using his knowledge and his drone. He moved his drone back and forth, hoping to see any sharks in the area. He had no idea he was about to witness a terrifying scenario. To his surprise and mounting terror, he found a great white shark lurking just underneath a group of surfers, apparently seeing them as prospective prey. The most unnerving element of this circumstance was that none of the surfers seemed to be aware of the impending danger as they resumed their carefree surfing, unaware of the predator lurking beneath the surface. Zach, filled with both surprise and anxiety, promptly informed his father of the impending danger. His father lost no time in informing the beach's security officers of the dangerous scenario. The group of surfers was protected from harm thanks to the quick actions of Zach's father and beach security personnel. Fortunately, no one was hurt in this terrifying occurrence. The sheer intensity and anxiety of the moment, on the other hand, were tremendously uncomfortable for everybody concerned. Number 13. 30. Orcas attack 2 gray whales. A drone film showed a pod of orcas attacking 2 adult gray whales off the coast of California's Monterey Bay in a spectacular and seldom-seen incidence of predation. The breathtaking footage shot by Evan Brodsky, a filmmaker for Monterey Bay Whale Watch, depicts the dramatic confrontation between the orcas and the gray whales. Brodsky estimated that more than 30 orcas were involved in the attack. The gray whales were encircled by orcas, who approached from several directions, as shown in the video. According to the Monterey Bay Whale Watch, both gray whales were severely injured during the attack. Despite the perilous circumstances, the attacking whales were able to disperse and finally seek sanctuary in shallower waters following a 6-hour struggle. According to the Alaska Department of Fish and Game, orcas are the major predators of gray whales. They usually go after calves rather than adult gray whales. According to Ari Friedlander, a marine mammal biologist at the University of California, orcas frequently take advantage of migratory gray whale calves and their moms during their first year of life. Even still, hunting a juvenile whale is not an easy undertaking since the pod must battle with the mother's protective presence. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration fisheries, orcas may grow up to 32 feet in length and weigh over 12,000 pounds. Adult gray whales, on the other hand, can grow to be 49 feet long and weigh up to 90,000 pounds. This comparison might show you why 30 orcas were taking part in the battle. The drone film offers a new and interesting view of the ocean's natural movements. It gives information on orcas' predatory behaviors as well as gray whales' remarkable power and resilience. This experience serves as a reminder of nature's delicate balance and the survival problems that aquatic species endure. Number 14. Traffic jam in China. In 2010, one of the most infamous traffic jams in history happened on China National Highway, grabbing global attention and becoming a symbol of the issues that quickly rising nations have in managing urbanization and transportation infrastructure. The traffic jam on China National Highway 110, better known as the Beijing-Tibet Motorway, began on August 14th and lasted an incredible 12 days. The traffic gridlock stretched over 62 miles from the suburbs of Beijing to the town of Zhangjiakou in Hebei Province. The gridlock stretched over 6 lanes, trapping thousands of cars and causing major inconveniences to commuters, travelers, and freight movement. Several causes led to the massive traffic jam. One main driver was China's rapid economic expansion and expanding middle class, which resulted in a substantial increase in automobile ownership and usage. The increase in automobile ownership, combined with inadequate infrastructure development, overburdened the existing road networks, resulting in chronic congestion. The sheer amount of big trucks transporting coal and other supplies from northern China to Beijing worsened the traffic bottleneck on highway. Due to new limits imposed on specific roadways, many trucks were compelled to use alternate routes, sending them onto the already packed motorway. The absence of highway servicing facilities, as well as the sheer density of automobiles, all contributed to the traffic nightmare. The traffic gridlock had serious and far-reaching implications. Commuters and travelers faced great hardships, with some being forced to spend days in their vehicles without access to basic utilities. Essential commodities prices increased as delivery vehicles were unable to reach their destinations on time. The bottleneck exacerbated medical problems and accidents, resulting in limited access to medical care and delays in emergency response. The Chinese government reacted quickly to the problem, dispatching police officers, construction personnel, and even the military to control traffic and aid trapped passengers. Food and water were supplied, and improvised facilities were built along the roadway to help people stuck in their vehicles. Number 15. Bicycle Graveyard. Drone video revealed a mesmerizing and sad image in China, a wide field littered with thousands of abandoned bicycles, illustrating the aftermath of the country's city's bike-sharing problem. Matthias Guyan, a French-born photographer, came upon this image while flying his drone, hoping to capture a lovely moment, but instead discovering a place where many bicycles lay discarded and lifeless. The Chinese bike-sharing sector, once a potential answer to traffic congestion, has suffered serious hurdles. Over 60 companies contributed to the market, flooding the streets with more than 18 million bicycles, with Shanghai alone accounting for 1.5 million shared bikes. However, the industry's fast expansion, combined with a lack of effective controls, has resulted in widespread abuse and inappropriate bike disposal. Due to insufficient parking facilities and a lack of instructions, users abandoned their bikes in random and inconvenient areas. These abandoned bikes quickly became a blight on the streets, obstructing pavements and hampering pedestrian and vehicle traffic. Recognizing the growing problem, the government was forced to interfere by collecting and storing these abandoned bicycles in designated sites known as bicycle graveyards. These bicycle graveyards are nothing short of incredible. What appears to be a landscape covered with a variety of colorful wildflowers conceals a sobering reality, a landfill of lost or damaged bicycles. The enormity of this buildup serves as a harsh reminder of the excesses that may arise when an industry's expansion outpaces demand and existing infrastructure. The ramifications of this poorly managed bike-sharing boom go beyond the visual effect. Environmentalists and concerned residents have criticized the waste of resources, both in terms of the bicycles themselves and the following work necessary for disposal. Matthias Guyan, a French photographer, expressed the same comments, calling the scenario a waste of resources that could be avoided in the future by stricter rules and sustainable practices.